Between Bruce Goldsmith, Theodore Blick, me, and a host of expert contributors, we've all corners of paragliding knowledge covered in our new book from Cross Country Magazine. There are 101 ways to fly better. Here's just 8 of them. The foundation of wing control is ground handling. I've got a whole course on my website, but if there's just one trick you need, it's this. And then you want to try and work on the takeoff timing. So there will be a moment where your wing is pulling slightly forward. That feels good. You want to try and get a light takeoff and then focus on getting really light touchdowns. What if the wind is from one side on launch?
So you definitely don't want to be pulled down the hill. That's the danger side. So if I'm going to make this wing go uphill, I'm going to pull the brake that's going to send it up the hill. I'm going to make sure that that tip stays on the hillside. You can then let the other side come up, and as soon as it's moving uphill, you ease off on the uphill wingtip, just a little. Now I'm going to keep that wingtip against the slope as much as I can. Obviously, if you've got rocks, you keep it a little higher. But the principle is you're keeping it on the slope side. You're letting the wing pull you uphill. When you get to this point, you be very, very careful that you don't let the wing come out onto this side. I'm keeping it on the windsock side so that I'm not pulled off the hill. Feel the wind, be in your nice launch position, and now I'm just taking a little 10 degree off the slope.
In thermic air, you need to be active. Be aware of the position of your wing relative to the horizon. When the leading edge dives towards the horizon, brake symmetrically, then release. When the leading edge moves away from the horizon, 0 brakes. You could also watch the position of your toes if you're in a pod harness, or your knees in an upright harness. When your toes descend from the horizon, your wing is diving, so brake symmetrically. When your toes rise up past the horizon, put your hands up.
And now I'm slowing it down and I'm holding it there, that stall point there-ish, like that. Just about a breakthrough.
Being able to recognize this moment will keep you safe when landing in thermic conditions.
That's the stall there.
Get great flare timing. Release your brakes at about 8 meters up and flare after you've bottomed out on the swoop. With stronger wind, start your swoop closer to the spot. If you are flying fast when you flare, it has more effect. Most beginners do the opposite, slowing down more and more as the ground approaches. This steepens your approach angle and gives you a harder landing with no forward swing to reduce the speed and impact. Let's talk about slope landing. Why do you do a slope landing? Well, in an emergency, or if there's no landing that's safe below you, like clouds have come in, maybe there's a gust front or a very strong valley wind, and also to stop dropping out on a really good day. In hike and fly, I use this all the time. So how do you do this right? Try and find a part of the hill that has a crosswind. Choose an open area, clear of obstacles, with a consistent slope angle. Set up on an approach on a straight line, leading about 30 degrees upslope across the contours. Get your legs down and keep your hands up as you approach the hill. Flare evenly, deeply, and run uphill. In strong wind, do your final approach using only your rear risers, and do a late aggressive flare using only the rear risers. Turn and run as soon as your feet touch down and keep the rear risers pulled in. On most wings, this will do the trick. Fear can lead to panic, which is deadly for any pilot.
So you've got to get rid of that self-doubt. You've got to work on being confident. And the best way that I can suggest to do that is going back to basics, drilling yourself on the basics, the simple things that you know how to do. Just go and practice them even more, so you're absolutely strong in your foundation. Go to your ground handling, go on your reverse launch. Just take an hour and go and play, and just do the reverse launch over and over and over, so that you build this really solid, rock solid foundation. Then you're looking at all of your ground handling exercises that I gave you, so that you're getting that confidence at launching, getting up to launch speed, getting into the harness. And that can give you this foundation that you're starting off this really strong position, that you're calm, you're relaxed, you're focused, and you've got these foundation skills. When you're on the launch, the glider's not going to pull you around. You've got your kill techniques, you've practiced them, you can pin it down, and now you're just looking out at the conditions, timing your launch. You know it's safe to fly because you made that judgment on a purely logical basis on the conditions.
So now you're ready to fly. If my videos have helped you, you can donate something below the video with the super thanks button. Get regular free wing tips in my email newsletter. Cross Country Magazine put together a great team for the latest book. We made this especially for you to develop fast.
I hope that helps you wherever you are in the world and whatever you're doing. Remember to find your happy and then bring it on. Woo-hoo! I like it.